in the expansive, always evolving landscape of the internet. In today's episode, we unravel the latest saga of Nova as he navigates through the chaos of online trolls, personal battles, and the relentless pursuit of a dream job in an unforgiving world. This story is not just about Nova. It's a cautionary tale that illustrates the vulnerabilities of our digital lives and emphasizes the importance of critical thinking in an era of misinformation. Nova's recent experiences speak to a broader narrative that many of us might find familiar, the lure of a promising yet ultimately deceptive opportunity that reveals itself through the digital haze. It's startling at how swiftly an online job offer can captivate its recipient, blurring the lines between reality and fiction, leading ultimately to a devastating revelation.
Well, I think I fell for it again. Victim to another fake job offer. My life. My god, I fell for it twice. Unless the supposed supervisor can somehow prove to me that...
Such is the nature of our modern lives, where the boundary between what is real and what is fabricated can be distressingly thin. Nova's venture into this treacherous territory came with the promise of employment, a beacon of hope in his ongoing journey to secure a stable position amidst life's unpredictable tides. However, the shining opportunity quickly tarnished as the supposed job offer disintegrated into nothing more than an elaborate hoax, devised by those who derive satisfaction from crafting illusions at others' expense. To understand Nova's journey, one must first delve into the world of online trolling, a multifaceted phenomenon that can range from harmless pranks to malicious harassment. Trolls thrive on eliciting reactions from their targets using deception, provocation, and manipulation to orchestrate emotional turmoil. The anonymous nature of the internet provides trolls with a protective shield, enabling them to conduct their exploits without significant consequence. In Nova's case, trolls exploit his vulnerabilities, knowing precisely which strings to pull to elicit a desired reaction. The false job offer was expertly crafted. It triggered both elation and despair, feeding the troll's desire for drama, while leaving Nova with a tumultuous mix of emotions. This form of trolling preys on human nature, particularly our inherent desire for validation and progress. Before we explore the aftermath of Nova's disillusionment, it's imperative to consider his earlier experiences, which might have served as cautionary tales. Ironically, just days before the fictitious job offer surfaced, Nova recounted an incident where he fell victim to a similar troll-led deception. This previous encounter saw Nova nearly lose his job due to a negative encounter with a troll posing as a co-worker. In an online anecdote, Nova relayed how he once received a message from an individual impersonating his colleague. The message suggested that Nova's shift was covered and that he had the day off. Rather than confirming this with his supervisor, Nova accepted the information at face value, leading to an unintended no-show at work. This not only endangered his employment, but highlighted his susceptibility to manipulation by online trolls.
Alright, Saturday morning story time. I'm gonna tell you a story about what happened last New Year's, and how one of my biggest trolls at the time tried to get me fired from my job. So I used to work at a pretty popular diner chain. Some of you may have heard of it. It's Denny's. I still have my work shirt from when I worked there. But last year, I worked at Denny's. And one of my biggest trolls at the time, who I'm not going to name specifically, but some of you may remember their name. So, this specific troll posed as one of my coworkers and saying that someone was taking over my shift for that day. I didn't think much of it, and I thought it was actually my coworker. So, I should have checked with the manager at the time, but because I thought it was my coworker, I thought it already went through the manager and the shift change was approved. So, I accidentally no-called, no-showed on one of my shift days. And I asked if I could make up one of those days to who I thought was my coworker. And she said, yes, come in on Monday. So I did. And what do you know, next thing you know, my manager said, hey, you're not on the schedule today, and why the hell did you no-call, no-show on Saturday? And I was like, fuck. I totally messed up. Because I should have checked with the manager, but I ran through what had happened to my manager, and luckily I did not lose my job. My manager understood. All she needed to do was see the text from who she thought was my coworker. So, yeah, funny story on how I almost got fired from Denny's. But hey, it wasn't a big deal, because 3 months later, I ended up leaving that job and going to a much better job, which I ended up getting laid off from only a few months later. And now here I am, struggling to find a fucking job because no one wants to hire me. And if that doesn't work out, I'm starting that paracord business I keep mentioning. Anyways, Novine Universe.
Nova's tale highlights a common pitfall in our digital era: the importance of skepticism and verification. In a world awash with misinformation and deceit, discerning the authentic from the fraudulent becomes an invaluable skill. While hindsight often provides the clarity to identify red flags, the immediate thrill of a seemingly fortuitous circumstance can cloud judgment. One might question how Nova, having previously experienced such trickery, could not apply the lessons learned when faced with another similar situation. It's a sobering reflection on human behavior, where the desire to trust and believe in positive outcomes often overrides caution instilled by past experiences. As the deception unraveled, Nova's public persona bore the brunt of disappointment. Captured on camera, his initial excitement gave way to the dolor of dashed hopes, resonating with anyone who has ever experienced a similar letdown. This was not merely a loss of a potential job, it was an emotional blow that struck at the core of his self-assurance and dignity. Nova's venture into live streaming provides an intimate glimpse into his response, a modern-day Shakespearean soliloquy expressing vulnerability in the realm of unfiltered digital communication. Here, the performative aspect of his online presence clashes with the raw authenticity of heartbreak, creating a compelling narrative that resonates with audiences who recognize the emotional turbulence of unmet expectations. Online platforms like YouTube and Twitch offer modern storytellers a stage to share their narratives, blending public performance with private reality. For figures like Nova, the line between these worlds blurs as personal triumphs and tribulations become content for global consumption. This blending can provide catharsis or compound distress, as one's personal life becomes inextricably intertwined with their public persona. The burden of digital life is that one's struggles are immortalized for perpetual scrutiny. The same platforms that offer companionship and community can also amplify despair, subjecting individuals like Nova to relentless judgment from both supporters and detractors. Within this environment, every misstep can catalyze a cascade of criticism, where being human and fallible invites relentless ridicule. Nova's tale, while uniquely his, is emblematic of broader societal challenges. As we grapple with the implications of our increasingly digital existence, his experiences highlight fundamental questions about trust, identity, and resilience. In this context, Nova's journey becomes a microcosm of the larger narrative concerning our navigation of online spaces. Trust in the digital age. In the physical world, trust is often cultivated through direct interaction, observed behaviors, and shared experiences, forming a complex tapestry woven with tangible threads. However, in the virtual realm, the absence of these elements necessitates a reconstruction of trust, reliant on alternative markers such as reputation, digital footprints, and intuitive judgment. As Nova's experiences demonstrate, the absence of face-to-face connections can lead to missteps where the veil of anonymity becomes fertile ground for deception. The challenge, therefore, is to refine our discernment, recognizing the signs of disingenuous offers, and substituting digital intuition where physical cues are absent. Nova's experience is also an exploration of resilience, how we rebound from personal setbacks in public view. The narrative arc of humiliation, reflection, and growth is a universal human experience, albeit now with the added dimension of pixelated permanence. Nova's story emphasizes the need for adaptability, the capacity to integrate lessons from the past into our evolving personal narratives as we navigate an ever-complex world. In reflecting on Nova's journey, the ultimate question arises: what is his path forward? This question transcends his personal story, resonating with anyone who has encountered similar challenges in their digital or physical lives. How does one transform missteps into growth? How might Nova derive strength from vulnerability and courage from critique? Looking ahead, Nova's potential lies in his capacity for adaptation, embracing critical past lessons, weaving them into a stronger, more insightful persona. Whether this means redefining his relationship with digital platforms, enhancing his approach to verification, or fostering a supportive network prioritizing constructive engagement, Nova's success resides in his ability to turn adversity into opportunity. As we conclude this exploration, it's essential to acknowledge that Nova's narrative is more than an isolated incident. It serves as a mirror reflecting facets of our own digital lives. Nova's candid exposure to the pitfalls and perils of online interactions offers a profound reflection on the delicate balance between our aspirations and naiveties. His story is a reminder of the unpredictable journey that is human life in the digital age, where the lines between reality and illusion are blurred, and the lessons learned hold the power to forge our path forward. With keen awareness of Nova's ups and downs, may we all navigate our virtual worlds with more diligence, empathy, and savvy, ensuring that we grow individually and collectively while fostering a digital realm echoing with positive resonance rather than hollow deceit. Thank you for engaging in this reflective exploration. If you found value in today's narrative and wish to delve deeper into similar stories, consider subscribing and joining us for future discussions as we continue to unravel the intricacies of human experience in the digital tapestry of our times.